Getting ungated for products, brands, and categories on Amazon is one of the hardest parts of starting an online arbitrage business. After selling over £5 million worth of products and helping hundreds of Amazon FBA students scale their businesses, I know all too well how frustrating the ungating process can be. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly why you can't sell certain things on Amazon, what you actually need to have in order to get ungated on certain brands and categories in 2026, and I'm even going to be showing you guys the full ungating process too. So let's get into it. So first up, let me explain, what does gated even mean? What is ungating and why is this even a thing in the first place? So Amazon just restricts certain brands and certain categories for brand new sellers on the platform, and even experienced sellers like myself. You know, I'm still gated on some brands. I think I'm ungated on pretty much every category by now, but there's definitely some brands out there that I'm still unable to sell, and if I wanted to, I would have to go through the same application process. Gating or ungating is just kind of the colloquial term for the seller application process. I don't know where exactly it originated from, just basically since I've done Amazon, it's always been called ungating or gating, and I guess the name has kind of stuck throughout the years. The reason Amazon does this is pretty simple. They just want to prevent bad actors from going on the platform, being able to create a brand new account and suddenly selling loads of knockoff Gucci perfume, or worse, you know, say some crazy person decided to sell loads of fake vitamins or fake protein powder or some ingestible goods. They don't want Amazon customers being harmed by that. And at the end of the day, they just don't want people on their platform making money by selling dodgy products. It's basically Amazon's way of protecting their own reputation, as well as ensuring the safety of their customers and the confidence in their platform that a lot of people have. Realistically, without this sort of process, Amazon would absolutely be plagued with fakes. It would just be a straight up unsafe place to buy from. But thankfully, they do have these measures in place to protect the buyers. You know, I myself buy stuff on Amazon all the time. Even though I make money from how overpriced Amazon is, I still am victim to the convenience that Amazon delivers. And so yeah, as a new seller, you won't be able to sell every single brand straight off the bat. But the good news is that you can just apply to sell these brands, and if you follow the steps in this video that I'm about to describe, you should be able to get ungated for pretty much any brand or category on Amazon with ease. So as you can see on screen now, here are just some common reasons why certain things are gated. So obviously luxury brands, Amazon is just fearing counterfeit products. Stuff like health and medical items, baby products, stuff like that, they're just kind of high risk sort of items. Amazon just needs to ensure that everything you're selling is 100% legit. You're not selling any dodgy knockoffs that might not be fully kind of certified and tested. Some brands as well, the brand themselves just sells it directly on Amazon. For example, Apple don't directly stock their products on Amazon. Apple products are sold to Amazon, the company, and then Amazon themselves sell Apple products. No one else is able to sell Apple on Amazon. It's completely restricted for third-party sellers, and Amazon themselves is the only person that's able to sell that brand. This is true for many different brands, but as probably a general percentage of brands on Amazon, I would say it's less than 1% of brands on Amazon are completely gated for new sellers. Majority of brands you are able to sell in some shape or form. And yeah, as I said earlier, as a new seller, you just don't have the trust yet. Amazon doesn't really fully trust you, and until you hit a good amount of sales and you've just been selling on the platform for a while, they're just not going to automatically ungate you for stuff. But once you start selling more, once they trust you, they will automatically approve you for brands without having to even go through the application process. I would say the majority of the brands that I sell on Amazon now, I never even applied to sell them. They just kind of automatically got unlocked as I sold more on the platform and as they trusted me more. So yeah, don't stress. It is completely normal to be gated on products. Most sellers do face this when they're starting out, and I find this to be really common amongst mentorship students to sign up where they're completely new to Amazon and they've just made an account and they're just having a hard time kind of actually being able to sell anything. And it's definitely a bit of a chicken and the egg scenario. It's kind of like you'll get automatically approved for stuff as you sell more, but to sell more, you've got to be approved for stuff in the first place. But it's not permanent. There is a solution to this problem, and you have to kind of look at the good side of this as well. You know, for certain brands, they are just harder to sell, and that can kind of be a good thing, because if you persist and you keep applying for these products and you get eventually approved for these brands, you're going to have less competition from other sellers on the listing. I myself have actually profited quite a lot from this. There's certain brands that I know most people aren't ungated for, that I am ungated because I've gone through this super long process at times where I've had invoices just rejected again and again and again. I've kept resubmitting them. I've eventually been approved, and I've been able to go super deep on deals because I know that I'm going to be most likely the only seller selling that item on the listing. So what do you actually need to get ungated on Amazon? Well, it is pretty simple. You basically just need an invoice that shows you have at least 10 units for the brand that you're trying to ungate. So on screen now, you'll be able to see a little screenshot of the selling application page. On there, you can see the exact requirements that are laid out by Amazon. So the invoice has to be dated on or after 180 days in the past. So as you can see, the screenshot that I took today, 180 days ago, it was 30th of July, 2025. So it has to be within basically the past 6 months. It has to be a fairly recent invoice. It has to include your name and address, and ideally your company name as well if you're trading as a limited company, though that isn't totally required. I have got ungated before with just my name and address on it, but it definitely helps. It has to, of course, have the name and address of the actual distributor or manufacturer. At least that's the wording in the application. But don't stress, retailer invoices are accepted as well. It's a common myth that Amazon don't accept retail invoices. This is not correct. They do. It's just a simple fact. You of course need to show the combined purchase of 10 units of a product for that brand. And optionally, you can omit the pricing information if you want to. I don't think I've ever bothered to do this, but you can if you fancy. And obviously, Amazon may also sometimes reach out to the manufacturer or the distributor or the retailer, whoever it is that's giving you that invoice, and just verify that information. And this is a thing that definitely actually does happen. I've seen it happen before where the retailer's been a little bit confused as to why they've got a contact from some random person who works at Amazon. So do not fake invoices. If you're going to take anything from this video and ignore anything else, do not fake invoices. You will just get banned from Amazon. They're wise to it. They know the crack with people trying to do this sort of stuff. Do not fake invoices. It's simple as that. And that goes for everything, not just ungating applications, but any other time Amazon requests invoices, never fake it. The number one thing is just that your invoice comes from a reputable company. It has to be a well-known place. It can't just be kind of Dave at the pub who's giving you a little invoice typed up on Microsoft Word or whatever. It has to be an actual proper company that Amazon can look up and see have an online presence. So let me run through a few common ungating questions. So do all 10 units have to be the exact same product? The answer is no. It could just be any products from that brand. It doesn't even have to be the same product you're actually trying to get approved to sell. For example, the electronics brand Philips, they make loads of different things, TVs, monitors, bunch of other stuff. It's a really good brand to sell on Amazon as well, but obviously buying 10 TVs or something like that will definitely set you back a little bit. However, Philips also make AA batteries, which are obviously super cheap. You can just buy 10 packs of AA batteries. As long as you've got an invoice showing that, in theory, Amazon will accept it. And then you'll be able to sell absolutely any Philips branded products, including the higher ticket stuff like TVs and monitors. You also don't need to have all 10 units on the same invoice. It can be multiple invoices that you submit. And leading on to the next question as well, this doesn't even have to be from the same supplier. You can mix suppliers. As long as it's a total of 10 units, it's clear that it's all for the same brand, and they're all reputable suppliers, then you should be fine. Finally, do you need to show images of the product to Amazon? Well, yeah, sometimes you do. It's quite uncommon for brand approvals. I don't think I've ever seen it for brand approvals, but for categories, particularly stuff like car seats, baby products, stuff like that, they will often ask you to submit images of the product from all sides, showing stuff like the CE marking to make sure that it's definitely a legit certified product that can be sold in the UK. So on screen now, I'm going to walk you guys through the exact ungating process, how you actually do it, and show you kind of what it looks like on Seller Central. So for example, now I'm currently gated on Dettol, which is really annoying, but yeah, this is how you do it. So I would have just gone onto a Dettol branded product just through the hamburger icon up here, go into catalog, add products, search for the Dettol brand or type in the ASIN that you're trying to ungate, and then click request approval. That'll then take you to this page where you can see, yep, you need approval to sell Dettol in new, used, refurbished, and collectible conditions. Now, a small little tip as well, actually. So you see this $ here in front of Dettol. That means that this is going to be a pain. Anytime you see this $ in front of a brand approval or in front of a brand, it's just going to be difficult to ungate. Not impossible, but just it's going to take a long time. If you don't see that $, it seems to be a little bit easier. You usually get accepted within the first few attempts. I don't know why that is. I don't know what exactly that means, but obviously internally Amazon have like a difficulty. You know, certain brands they're more cagey about, probably brands they've had issues with before with like people selling fakes and stuff like that. And it seems like Dettol is one that they're quite guarded about. So I know already I'm in for a fun ride with this one. So let's click request approval. So this is the actual application page. So you will need to tick all of these boxes first of all. So just have a read through these boxes. I walked through these earlier in the video. Once you've ticked all these boxes, it pretty much is as simple as clicking select files and uploading that invoice, as well as filling out your contact information. Now you might be thinking, where exactly can I get an invoice for this? And a really, really good site for invoices is actually a site called Notino, which you may have heard of before. It is a pretty commonly sourced site for a lot of arbitrage sellers. Maybe not the best supplier ever for deals, but for invoices, as Europe's biggest beauty website outside of probably Amazon themselves, they're a really, really good place and they provide really solid invoices. You can also put in your company name at checkout if you're a limited company, and you can have that on the invoice. So it just means you're definitely going to get a decent invoice pretty much. And yeah, if we type in Dettol on the Notino website, it is a brand that they carry, which is really convenient for us. And you'll see that their products are actually quite cheap as well. So cheapest one here, £2.70. We've got this Dettol hand soap, and sure enough, we can order 10 at once. So it really is as simple as adding 10 of those to the basket, going through to checkout, obviously untick those. So we'll probably pay about 27 quid plus a little bit in delivery. Once that order's been dispatched, we'll be able to get an invoice directly from Notino. And then once we've got that, ta-da, we can upload it here as a PDF file. We can then type in our email address as well down here, and then we can hit submit. So you now see that we've got this here. So it says selling application for a brand. Thank you for submitting your application. We've received your approval request for the brand, and the estimated decision date is on or before 16th of January, 2026. So now we just have to hold tight. So yeah, on average, it can take up to a week for your stuff to be reviewed. Usually it is a little bit quicker than that. Now, especially because it had that dollar sign in front and we know that this brand is going to be a little bit trickier to ungate, I would assume that even with a valid invoice, it's probably going to be rejected the first time. That's completely normal. I don't know why Amazon do this, but you just have to keep resubmitting it. You want to go into your cases page. You want to view all of your selling applications in Seller Central. So you'll get to a page that looks like this, which is on screen now. So you can see right now, I've got obviously the Dettol case, and you've got this other brand as well that I'm waiting for a decision on in the next couple of days, and then all of these other ones that have been approved most recently. So if it does get rejected, you want to just click on the case ID here in blue. It will say declined, and you'll have this little case ID. You want to click on that case and just resubmit the same invoice again. Put a little note just saying that you want to have a manual review of this invoice and you want an actual reason for why it's been rejected. They won't be able to give you a proper reason if you've got a valid invoice, and then hopefully they'll approve you. But if they don't, just keep resubmitting it. Now, if you do want a list of other stores that I recommend for the beauty category, as well as every other category on Amazon, stores that I know supply invoices to you and you will be able to use them for ungating, make sure to click up here or scan the QR code on screen now. And you can view one of my previous videos where I go through all of the categories on Amazon and all of my favorite stores to use for ungating. And these are all retailers. These aren't wholesale distributors. As I've said already, you don't need a wholesale invoice to ungate. So finally, let me give you guys a few last tips to get you through this painful but necessary process. So number one, if you're rejected, just keep resubmitting. Do exactly what I just told you about. Just keep resubmitting it under the same case until Amazon approve you. I don't know why Amazon operate like this. It is so annoying. You know, they are the most annoying company to work with, but at the end of the day, they're the only place in the UK that has insane sales volume. You've got to persist and you've got to see that silver lining of, if I've done it, if I've submitted the same invoice 20 times over and I finally get approved, there are people out there who only did it 10 times, who only did it 15 times, and they didn't get approved, and they're not selling that product, and they're not competing with you. Another thing you can do as well that can help is highlighting key info on the invoice. So for example, if there's any barcodes on the invoice, any ASINs, product names, brand names, stuff like that, just make it super clear for the person reviewing your application that it's a valid invoice and it's valid for the brand that you're trying to ungate. Though if you do that, make sure you always attach the original copy to the application as well, just so they have both the original and the highlighted version. You can also try call seller support. That has limited success, honestly. You can try do it. For me, most of the time it's been a waste of time, but there has been 1 or 2 times where I actually got through to someone reasonable who's actually manually checked the invoice. So it's worth a shot if you've submitted it 20 plus times and you're still having an issue. Definitely double check what you're ungating as well. You know, make sure you actually can ungate that brand. Usually if a product is completely hard gated, like Apple, for example, you just can't submit an application at all. But also keep in mind that if you're a brand new seller and you're seeing that dollar sign in front of the brand that you're trying to ungate, it's going to be very, very tricky for you to ungate as a brand new seller. It might be worth just finding brands that don't have that dollar sign, that are a little bit easier to ungate, focusing on those first and going back to those kind of previous premium brands at a later date. Make sure you just use clear, legible PDF invoices, and make sure they are invoices, stressing the word invoices, an order confirmation email or something like that, or a retail arbitrage receipt. It's not going to work. It has to be a proper PDF invoice that meets all the requirements I've already set out. And make sure you're only using reputable suppliers. Don't use Stylevarna, don't use iHerb, don't use eBay, God forbid. Any marketplaces, any kind of non-UK companies that are based in Hong Kong or somewhere else, right? They're not going to work. You need a proper UK VAT-registered company giving you that invoice that's a proper legit supplier. If you can Google them and you see loads of reviews, loads of positive stuff about them online, that's a good thing. If you Google them and you're not getting that, there's a very slim chance Amazon are gonna ungate with that invoice. And finally, if you are still stuck, just try a different brand, try a different product. It could be the supplier as well that you're having issues with. Maybe try a different supplier, one that's a bit more well-known, or you can also consider joining a mentorship program. On my mentorship program, for example, I have a step-by-step process for how you can get from a new account to where I'm at today, where I'm ungated for almost anything, which includes super detailed steps, including certain glitches that I can't talk about on YouTube that allow you to completely get around this application process, meaning you actually don't need an invoice at all to ungate a lot of brands. It's a little bit sneaky, but it's something I've been doing for many, many years, as have other people on the program, and we've never had issues with it. And that just really accelerates your growth with Amazon. You know, rather than needing to spend money on every single brand, getting every single thing ungated with an invoice, for a lot of brands, you can just completely bypass that and get approved straight away. So there you have it. That is exactly how to get ungated on Amazon in 2026. I know the process can seem a little bit confusing at first, but once you've done it a whole bunch of times, it does just become second nature. And it opens up so many new profitable products to sell on Amazon. So if you do want access to the exact retailers that I use for ungating, the ungating methods that I talked about earlier that allow you to bypass the application process without the need for an invoice, as well as access to deals from my own spreadsheet, secret sourcing strategies, and an introduction to a wholesaler that I use myself, and so much more, then head down to the video description and check the link at the top to book in a call with me to learn more about my mentorship program. If you did find this video helpful, make sure to smash like down below and subscribe for more Amazon FBA content. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.